First time we've had a chance to talk to you just this camp, from a defensive standpoint. What have you seen?
I've seen a hungry group, a group that's wanting to prove who they are. It doesn't matter about last year. They want to prove who they are because we're in the present. We've got a great group of veteran guys that are leading and controlling the pace of things. And they know what it takes to be great. Because we got a great mix of guys that were here during championships and then other guys that were on really good teams. And then guys that just have great passion to be the best that they possibly can be, and they're bringing others with them. So I think we're not there. We're starting to build something that could be great. But that time will tell in terms of what we do in the next 12, what is today, 3 of the next 12 days. And in preparation for games once we get to that point.
Every team focuses on, practices on turning the ball over during camp for this period of time. It seems like there's an overemphasis for what you guys are doing with that, at least the first 3 days.
Yeah, and it's not just going to be the first, it's going to be every single day. Because the facts of the matter is we went -7 in the turnover margin last year. It's not good enough. That's not on our offense, that's on us. And we didn't emphasize it enough. Yes, we talked about it, but we didn't emphasize it and practice it the way we need to. We're being intentional about it because if you're not intentional about it, it's not going to show up on film. And it's starting to show up on film because we're being intentional, and we have to fix that problem because that's one of the biggest factors of winning and losing football games.
What's the biggest thing you learned personally about being a coordinator last year and maybe in the offseason that you're kind of implementing this year?
Managing people and making sure that everybody is on the same page, controlling the message from the head coach to our unit and then into our position groups, and making sure that everybody is pushing in the right direction. That's not saying we weren't doing it. I just wasn't good enough. Last year there was a lot of new, and that's not an excuse, that's facts. There's a lot of new, and now we're settled in and we're comfortable, and I know what Coach Parker wants. I know what Coach Reagan wants. I know what these assistant coaches need and these players need, and we're just trying to push to get to that.
You mentioned it in your opening statement there. You've got experience and leadership really at every level of your defense, from the front to the middle to the backers. How important is that? I mean, obviously it's important experience, but the group that you have and the kind of leaders that you have, how is that kind of shown through the summer and now in the camp?
Again, it goes back to how they prepare and how they work and understanding, like, because they've been around us and they've been around football for so long, they know what it takes. So you can tell them one time and then they take it and go with it and run with it, and it becomes theirs. And that's when things turn into really, really great, because anybody that's been a part of anything special in a championship team knows that it's player-led. And if us as coaches have to lead it, it's going to be a really hard fight. You can see that from last year. But if those guys lead it and they control it, then you got a chance to do something really great with it.